Hello, welcome back. I've had a few requests to do a video on which gun should I buy. So that's the topic of our video today, and thank you for watching. I own two shotguns. This is an ATA firearm. It's a copy of a Beretta Silver Pigeon. It cost me about $1,300. So that's the ATA. Then my main gun that I use all the time is the Beretta 690. And the two guns, when you put them side by side, look almost identical. And there they are. They're both in a black finish and they're almost identical to look at. But is it fair of me to expect the ATA to do the amount of work that the 690 does? It wouldn't be fair, because this costs $1,300 and this costs about 3 and a bit times what the ATA costs. But could I shoot good scores with the ATA? Yes, I could. So which gun to buy? And both guns are empty. I have checked them. Okay, so which gun should you buy? Any gun that you buy for trap shooting must have an adjustable stock. I see these people that buy these very expensive guns, and they cost a fair bit of money, and they don't have an adjustable stock. And I don't say anything, it's none of my business, but why do you need an adjustable stock? Because a shotgun for clay shooting needs to shoot where we look. With an adjustable stock, we can go up, down, left and right. And so if we want the gun to shoot high, we lift the stock. We want it to shoot low, we drop the stock. We want it to shoot right, we move it to the right. We want it to shoot left, we move it to the left. So any gun you buy must have an adjustable stock. The other must have is a mid-bead. And there's a little silver dot there. And what that does is, when we mount our gun, we can check that our eye is perfectly aligned with the rib of the shotgun, because our eye, our mid bead and our front bead make a perfect line. And every time we mount the gun, we can also check that our eye is perfectly aligned. So that's the two things you've got to have on any gun you buy for clay shooting: adjustable stock and a mid bead. So what else do you need? Well, if you look at the Olympic champions and all that, they all use under and overs. So if you want to do any of the clay sports, an under and over. And then there are two other things that you must look at for your gun. Now, it is crucial, but it can be fixed after you buy the gun. So one of the things we look at is length of pull. From the back knuckle of our thumb to the tip of our nose, we should have 2 finger widths, so that if my length of pull is right, then from the back of my knuckle to the tip of my nose should be about 2 finger widths. Now, you can adjust length of pull by putting a thinner pad or a thicker pad. And I put a thinner pad on mine because I wanted to shorten the length of pull. So that's length of pull. The other thing is pitch. And I put a little wedge in there that I bought from Berettas, and you just cut it to shape and sand it down, and you can't even see that it's on there. So what does pitch do? Well, 2 things. What you don't want a gun where you want a gun that when it sits into your shoulder pocket, all of this is in contact with your body. You don't want just this to make contact with your body, because then it'll hurt even more, because only a little bit of the gun is returning. So we want our body to touch all of the butt. And we can adjust that by putting a wedge in there to adjust the pitch of the gun. Pitch also determines whether your gun is going upwards after you shoot. So if it's going upwards, it's good. Usually that means you can put a thicker wedge at the top, and to stop the gun recoiling upwards. So they're the things that your gun must have: adjustable stock and mid bead. Afterwards, you can adjust for length of pull and pitch, and they're not expensive things to do. But once you've bought your gun, then and the gun to buy is the best gun that your budget will allow. If you buy a less expensive gun, you can't expect it to shoot the thousands of rounds that a trap gun does. And so generally, the more expensive the gun, the longer it will last you and hopefully be more reliable. I've had this Beretta 690 for about a year and a half. I probably shoot 400 to 500 rounds a month, and so that's quite a few rounds that go through the gun. And so I really can't say how many tens of thousands of rounds a gun will shoot, but it's many, many, many tens of thousands if you buy a reasonably decent trap gun. And so that's the gun case falling down. Once you've chosen the gun and you've bought it, then of course you've got to go to the pattern board and pattern it so that you shoot, the gun shoots where you look. And there's a video on how to pattern your gun. As we said, buy the best gun that your budget will allow. And if I had to give a recommendation, as a really great, reliable starting gun, I would say you can't go past a Beretta Silver Pigeon. They are reliable, but whether you buy a trap gun or a sporter, it's got to have an adjustable stock so you can make those adjustments so that the gun fits you and not you fit the gun. And so that's my recommendation. I've had a Silver Pigeon before I bought the 690, and it was a great gun, and they are reliable. And then, of course, when your gun mount is consistent, your scores will be consistent, and your scores will also improve. And I just want to thank you people for sticking by me. I haven't done a video for a while. So I hope this video was useful, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.